So I'm down here at the Bradenton Yacht Club, Palmetto, Florida, and I've been getting a lot of queries wondering how's the Windlass project going. Haven't seen any updates, saw all this stuff about the platform that you made, and the hatch and all that stuff, and then we've heard nothing. So today was a big day in the project. This is a very involved thing, a lot of wire to pull, just a lot of stuff going on before you can just use it. So let me take you forward and I'll show you the device. There it is. It's not final yet, but we're getting close. And so just sit right there and take a peek. I'll be right back. Well, so now you know. We're 95% of the way there. Hope you're having a great day. Okay, so you've kind of seen the cockpit here of good old Tranquility. You saw the GPSs when they were mounted and turned on. There's the autopilot, that little white box down there to the right. And then there's the winch handle holder for those bad boys right there when we've got some decent wind and can really catch some speed. But let's go below and take a tour of Tranquility down below here. So you step down 4 steps and you're down below, actually partially below the water line. And here's the refrigeration box here. And apologize for these dirty cameras, but it's hard to keep the white clean. But a lot of goodies can be stored in there. Kind of let you right now because I've been down here and the white out. Here's the gas stove and oven, and it's a 2-burner, and then it's got a door and a regular oven in the bottom, and that thing will really do a number on food. It's awesome to cook with. Then here's your sink and you know, typical stuff in the galley. And then over here is the electronics panel for both the 110, which has got hot water heater and receptacles, air conditioner, battery chargers, and then macerator pump, which you don't want to know what that is, but anyway. And then here's your meters to show how the batteries are doing. And then here's all the 12-volt systems that currently operate on the boat. And we've got backup GPS and of course VHF here. And this is what's called the quarter berth. And usually it's just a junk pile back here because there's not a lot of room on a sailboat. And it's easy to take up all your room really quick. It is powered with an engine, and here's the motor that powers it, a little 4-cylinder British-made Perkins diesel. It's called the 4108. This one's got about 5,400 hours on it, and it's still kicking. So here's your chart table where we can look at paper charts and kind of get a master view of what we're doing. And then down here, this is a wet locker down below that has through-hull valves for the air conditioner and the macerator, which is only to be used offshore. And then here is the salon, which is kind of a couch setting, and then here's just more storage, beach towels and suntan lotion and some harnesses and that type of thing. And then here's a table, which I've got one of the leaves folded up. This is kind of my office away from my home office, and this other leaf will fold out here so you can seat 4 people for the meal that you might prepare back over there. So there's a book storage and whatnot. Right now there's not a lot in there. We've taken a lot of stuff home. And then there's the liquor cabinet, and there's plates and cups and all that stuff in there. And then behind those cushions, there's a lot of storage in there, and because this boat's 12 feet wide, so we've got storage on both sides behind the seats, and we put paper towels and bottled water and that type of thing in there. And then here is the what I made is an emergency. If there's water on the floor down here in massive amounts, it's probably coming from one of those through-hole fittings has broken, which fortunately has not happened yet. There's the air conditioner thermostat. Got to have AC, or you can't stay on your boat in Florida in the summer, I would say. So here's the head. Let me just check to be sure it's presentable. I think it's presentable. So there's your sink, your mirror, got a window, got one up above. It didn't come that way. A previous owner cut it in there. We've got storage there, and of course your toilet, and then there's the shower, and it's all good. It works. This is kind of a one-piece molded fiberglass steel, so that there's not a lot of way for water to leak anywhere else, and it's got a pump that evacuates water from the floor and takes it down and throws it overboard. So here's the V-berth, which is typically where two people can sleep without having to rearrange anything. And this is the locker that I just made and put the battery in, and I don't think it's gonna light up enough. There we go. So there's all the wiring and stuff that I had to do to be able to operate that windlass, and so that just gives you a little bit better idea of what's going on up here. Now, in case you caught a glimpse of that earlier, that is 6-gauge wire that the plan is that I will take that wire and route it all the way back down to the end there. You can see next to the stairs to the left, there's like a little gray box, a little green top on it. That is the battery charger, and when we're on shore power, and that would power and recharge this battery right here, because a windlass, from what everybody tells me, eats electricity, and your battery won't last very long without being recharged. So for what we plan to do, I think a battery charger with shore power will take care of it. So anyway, here's wires that go to the windlass, and they have juice in them, and I got extra because you never want to come up short, and I've got to trim all that, tighten it up, and then put some cover over it to make it look presentable. But anyway, so this is Tranquility, and you've now seen it. A lot of pictures of the exterior, but not a lot of the interior, so I thought I would share this with everybody that looks at our pictures. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. Bye.